Okay, sorry about that, guys. The video got interrupted. I apologize. My alarm to remind me to set the trash out interrupted the video, so I apologize. We were just talking about the dream thief is trying to lull you to sleep. The dream thief is singing you a sweet lullaby, but don't, baby, don't fall asleep. Don't become under the spell, okay? Be strong. You have to dig deep, maybe. And you have to break out of this ensnarement type of thing. It might take a little bit of work, but you've actually put a lot of work into what is needed from you for this. Put down the swords. That's like the third one of these I've seen. Put down the swords. Nobody's fighting, okay? If you feel like there's some kind of fight or something's against you, something's not going your way, you're number one, wrong. That's not really happening. However, if it's in your mind, because you're manifesting the shit out of everything right now, you're going to make it that way. So you have to stop. You have to stop. You have to put that aside. Change your mindset. Change your mindset. Change your mind. Have a little patience. Temper that. You have to temper it. You have to be alchemical right now. Okay? Your things need to be above the higher things, the things on, the things of God, the things of whoever you pray to, God, Jesus, the angels, Buddha, whoever it is. Think high thoughts, okay? Get out of this mental trap. If you're having issues sleeping, or if you're in some sort of mental situation, you need to stop that. I would say cleanse your space. Get some sage. If you need to take a salt bath, do a salt bath. Whatever you need to do to cleanse, you need to do it. Because you're not left out in the cold. That's some sort of mental trap going on. You're not left out in the cold. So stop that. You need to get away from that. Recognize that you have a path to chart ahead of you. Your journey is just beginning. And you have a journey that is going to matter. You're part of this rainbow warrior tribe. And it's time for you to put your armor on, protect your heart, protect your mind. This is make me think of like the armor of God. I don't know if you've ever heard of like the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the sword of truth, or is it the sword of the spirit, belt of truth, and sandals of peace? So that basically anywhere your sandals take you, anywhere your feet take you, you're bringing a message of peace. This is like being suited up. And you have to protect yourself because you have a big message to share. We talked about having something to share over here. Also, we talked about breaking out of the norm over here, not doing the same old thing. Don't let the dream thief steal this opportunity, because this is something big is happening in your life. I'm getting very much so that this is some kind of a level up on a big scale. Because this is, interestingly enough, I've heard about this Rainbow Warrior, this Native American belief and story and tradition about the Rainbow Warriors coming back to the earth. I've heard about this on different platforms and everything. And I just kind of chalked it up as being really cool. It never really occurred to me that I had a card sitting in my angel deck that was going to say that. Not only that, but I do not recall ever seeing this card or that card for that matter, because they don't look like traditional angels, right? They look like original peoples, indigenous peoples, ancient peoples. But they got their wings and their feathers and stuff. He's got his wings right there. And it's like, why is this coming out now? Why are we hearing so much about this? Well, and think about it. All the stuff that's going on in the world, well, it's going to impact the spirit realm as well. So we have a calling. If this is resonating with you, I would encourage you, cleanse your space, get some sage or something, some Palo Santo, do a salt bath, maybe put some baking soda in your bath and some salt. That'll help cleanse and purify and detoxify your physical body. Meditate. This is hugely important right now. I'm also getting that because you're manifesting at this hugely, like, the timing, it feels like it's getting sped up, like it's speeding up. It's getting faster. It's getting more important. And I don't know if that's just because the powers that be here on earth, in this earthly realm, in this earthly 3D plane, are like making these decisions all the time that just kind of are worse and worse and worse for the planet every day. And it's sort of triggering us as rainbow warriors to protect our planet, protect Mother Earth. But there's very much something to that. So in any way you can help the planet, recycle more, use cloth towels instead of paper towels, or, whatever it is, however you can help. Drink from a water bottle that you refill and you take home and wash, as opposed to plastic bottles, those kind of things. Any way that we can help is something, right? It's better than nothing. But I think there's also, if this message is resonating with you, there are some like little bits that were coming out in here that resonated with me a lot too. And I've been also hearing on different like social media platforms and things like that, where people are really considering getting away from, cities and suburbs and things like that. And like, because everything is so expensive and it's just outrageous, the cost of living, by the time their kids are going to be looking for homes of their own, it's going to be so expensive. They're going to have like a 60-year mortgage or something. I don't know all the facts of it. I just saw it in passing. But the gist of it was, to that article that I saw, was people are thinking about getting back to, where sort of like on a homestead, you have 3 or 4 or 5 homes on that one homestead, whether it's 50 acres, 20 acres, 5 acres, where you kind of like share that. And it gets back to kind of that communal living. So there's basically, I'm getting this big energy of getting back to basics, getting smaller. Like, we're getting smaller in terms of, we don't need all this consumerism. We don't need to just be somebody who's out spending money and buying and buying and buying and consuming and consuming and consuming, making all this trash, making all these landfills, just raping the earth. We don't have to do that. We can get back to basics. We can get smaller, and think more community. Think, stories shared at the campfire at night, dinners, meals shared, everybody having a job to do that helps the collective group of people. And to me, that's beautiful. I think it's fabulous if we could do that. I'm down. I think it's dynamite. And I think it's great because also the people component, not just the earth component, but also the people component. How many people can just walk down a street in a city and not even make eye contact with one of them? Like, that's a little bit scary if you think about it. We can pass by 100 people and not even look in their direction. Like, to me, that doesn't feel like humanity at all. It feels like the absence of humanity, that human element, just ignoring your fellow humans. It's kind of sad. Anyhow, I'm going to get off my soapbox. We're getting about 8 minutes right here on the dot on this second video. I will post both videos back to back. I apologize for the delay and my alarm interrupting the first video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. This helps grow the channel. And I do love reading y'all's comments. And please remember that not every message is going to resonate. I know I say it all the time, but it bears repeating. It's important to remember that, sometimes you might just listen and it's entertaining, and that's totally fine, right? And sometimes it's going to hit and you're going to be like, oh, that resonates. And that's cool. Keep that. Take it. But anything that doesn't, leave it. Don't ever try to make anything fit that doesn't fit. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and love and light. Take care.